Elon Musk is the actual vice president. He's making decisions, he's doing things. So I believe that because I think JD Vance, you know, he's kind of an interim because he's the real actual vice president. Why doesn't he have to give up X? But I'm just, you know, I'm musing. I'm musing.
Elon Musk is taking on The View in an $80 million defamation lawsuit. But is he fighting for truth or just flexing his billionaire power? Let's get into it. Elon Musk is no stranger to stirring the pot, but this time he's taking on The View with an $80 million defamation lawsuit. The lawsuit accuses Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts of spreading misinformation that could damage his reputation. What triggered this fiery legal battle? Let's break it down.
A lot of folks asking, who is in charge? And then I think Elon Musk believes he's president.
You're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too.
The controversy began when Whoopi Goldberg and The View hosts suggested that Elon Musk and Senator JD Vance were plotting to take control of the government if former President Trump were removed from office. In one discussion, Goldberg implied that Musk believed he was destined for a high political position, even calling him a potential vice president. Musk's legal team has called these comments a malicious smear campaign, claiming they not only misrepresented Musk, but also suggested a dangerous level of deceit and conspiracy. In response to the accusations, Whoopi Goldberg defended herself by claiming that her remarks were made lightheartedly.
I don't remember last time we even talked about JD.
You're right.
So you think it's Musk Vance?
Possible.
You have deliberate, concerted, repeated. You're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too. And you claim to be the good guys? I'm like, exactly. You're just like, oh, we're the good guys, we're the honest people. No, if you're deliberately pushing hoaxes that have been debunked, like the Fine People hoax.
She explained that she was using her cat as part of a metaphor, suggesting that the way her cat trips her on the stairs was similar to political sabotage. Goldberg insisted that her comments were not meant to be taken seriously. However, Musk's legal team isn't buying the excuse. They argue that even if the comments were intended as jokes, the implications can be serious. Words carry weight, and when broadcast to millions, even lighthearted remarks can damage reputations and influence public perception. Elon Musk has always been vocal about his views on media and free speech, and this lawsuit is no exception. Musk believes that misinformation doesn't just harm individuals, it can have widespread consequences for society. In his eyes, when public figures like Goldberg and her co-hosts spread false narratives, it can create a ripple effect, damaging reputations and even influencing public opinion in harmful ways. Musk's lawsuit challenges the power of media narratives, pushing back against the idea that sensationalism and defamation can be dismissed as harmless commentary. He's drawn a line between what's acceptable as satire or humor and what crosses into dangerous territory. For Musk, this isn't just about defending his reputation, it's about setting a precedent for media responsibility and holding influencers accountable for what they say on the air.
My cat lays in wait for me on my. That's what I was thinking of. That I wasn't indicate that they were actually standing there with their legs out, hoping he would trip.
This lawsuit has sparked a broader debate about the boundaries of free speech in today's media landscape. On one side, Musk's supporters argue that this is a necessary step to hold media outlets accountable for spreading misinformation. They believe that without challenges like Musk's, media personalities and companies would continue to prioritize sensationalism over the truth, allowing false narratives to flourish unchecked. For them, Musk is a champion for truth, standing up to a media system that has become too comfortable with spreading misleading information. However, critics of the lawsuit see it as a dangerous overreach. They argue that Musk, using his billionaire power, is attempting to silence his critics by wielding legal threats. Many worry that if this lawsuit succeeds, it could set a precedent where wealthy individuals use their financial resources to stifle public debate and control the narrative. The question now is Musk using his power to safeguard truth, or is he trying to crush dissent and silence those who disagree with him? This legal battle has turned into a symbolic fight for the future of media and free expression. The conflict between humor, satire, and defamation is at the heart of this case. Media personalities like Whoopi Goldberg often toe the line between entertaining their audience and spreading misinformation. In this instance, Goldberg's comments about Musk were meant to be lighthearted and metaphorical. But when comments like these are broadcast to millions, they can be easily misinterpreted and take on a life of their own. This raises the question, where do we draw the line between playful satire and defamation? The consequences of crossing that line are serious, especially for those in positions of power or influence. Media platforms like The View have a massive reach, and with that comes the responsibility to ensure that jokes or opinions don't morph into potentially harmful misinformation. While satire and humor are essential components of public discourse, those who wield such influence must recognize the power they hold and the impact their words can have on public opinion and individuals' lives.
President, because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly remember the last time we even talked about JD. So you think it's Musk Vance?
I think the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
The View has long been a lightning rod for controversy, known for its bold and often polarizing opinions. Over the years, the show has faced criticism for prioritizing sensationalism and drama over hard-hitting facts. Its format, where a group of outspoken hosts discuss current events with little restraint, has sparked backlash from critics who believe it fosters division rather than fostering meaningful dialogue. While the show aims to provide a platform for diverse perspectives, it has often crossed the line into sensationalism, fueling controversies rather than constructive discussions. This lawsuit has reignited those criticisms, with many arguing that The View has, at times, traded inaccuracy for controversy. The drama surrounding Musk's lawsuit is just another example of how the show has become a symbol of everything some see wrong with modern media. A space where outrageous claims and fiery debates overshadow thoughtful discourse, leading to increased polarization instead of understanding. Adding another layer of drama to the lawsuit is the resurfacing of old clips where Whoopi Goldberg praised Donald Trump, calling him a friend and even admiring him at one point. These clips have sparked controversy, especially given Goldberg's more recent criticism of Trump. Musk's supporters have seized on these videos, accusing Goldberg of hypocrisy, claiming that she has flipped her stance for the sake of ratings and political convenience. They argue that it exposes her as someone who changes her opinions based on what is most beneficial at the time.
Say, until he started running, I could say everything I needed to say. My face.
Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug. Hart gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. All loved you.
However, critics of this argument point out that people's opinions can evolve, particularly when political landscapes shift dramatically. They argue that Goldberg's change in perspective isn't necessarily a sign of hypocrisy, but rather a reflection of her evolving understanding and response to new political realities. This debate adds yet another layer to the ongoing saga between Musk, Goldberg, and The View, highlighting how public figures are scrutinized for their past actions and opinions, especially when those views seem inconsistent with their current stance. This lawsuit extends far beyond Elon Musk's personal reputation. It's a battle over how media outlets handle public figures and the responsibility they bear when shaping public opinion. Musk's legal action isn't just about clearing his name or punishing The View for its alleged misinformation. It's about drawing a line in the sand when it comes to the power that media personalities and outlets have to influence public perception. The question at the heart of this lawsuit is whether media companies should be held accountable when their content has the potential to damage someone's reputation, particularly when it involves powerful public figures like Musk. If Musk wins, it could set a precedent for future lawsuits from other celebrities and high-profile individuals, creating a ripple effect in the media landscape, where public figures may use legal action as a tool to challenge what they perceive as harmful content. On the other hand, if he loses, it could reaffirm the idea that media outlets, especially those focused on entertainment, are afforded greater leeway when it comes to criticizing and commenting on public figures. The bigger questions raised by this case include, what does this mean for media freedom? Will it result in a chilling effect where journalists and media outlets hesitate to report or comment on public figures for fear of legal repercussions? What impact will this have on the audience, who rely on media platforms for information and entertainment? And how much power should public figures have to control the narrative surrounding them? These are the core issues at stake, and the outcome of this case will shape the future of media, public figures, and the rights of those who consume this content. As expected, this lawsuit has set the internet on fire. Social media platforms have become battlegrounds, with users voicing their support for Elon Musk under hashtags like #SupportElon, while others rally behind Whoopi Goldberg and The View with Cancel The View. The viral reaction has transformed this legal battle into a full-blown spectacle, with memes, debates, and even mockery swirling around Musk's motivations. Some see him as a champion of truth, while others believe he's using his power to silence criticism. This polarized response isn't just about the legal details, it's also about the personalities involved. Both Musk and The View have become lightning rods for controversy in the media landscape, making them figures that audiences either love or hate. This division is playing out in real time online, where opinions are split and emotions run high. The internet's role in amplifying this case shows how modern media, driven by user-generated content and viral trends, has a direct impact on public perception and the direction of high-profile legal battles like this one. As the case moves forward, there are two possible outcomes that could shape the media landscape for years to come. If Musk wins, it could force media outlets to be more cautious in their reporting and hold them accountable for spreading misinformation, especially when it affects public figures. On the other hand, if Musk loses, it could reaffirm the importance of protecting free speech, even when it involves criticism of powerful individuals. Either way, this case isn't just about Musk and Whoopi Goldberg. It's a larger conversation about how we engage with the media today and how much power should be wielded by those who control the narrative. The outcome will set a precedent for how defamation cases are handled in the future and determine the role of media companies in the age of viral content and social media influence. What do you think? Is Musk right to sue? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this legal battle.